going on? What up, sus brother? Welcome to early morning frickin' Atlanta, Georgia. I was thinking about doing a live stream where I pick up hitchhikers and see if it's a good idea or bad or not. I'm coming home from jury duty. No. I'm coming home from court. There we go. I got wrestled by the law. Jury duty. I wish I had jury duty. I got a ticket for driving without insurance, but because I had insurance, I switched companies, and I guess things didn't update, so I had to go and show them that I had insurance, and then they threw it out. So it took 5 minutes, but it was no fun. What is what? Let's see, where am I going? To 2.2 miles. Okay, jury duty is when, so in America, when you go to court, you have a jury. Like, you have like a jury of your peers that decide if you're guilty or innocent or whatever. And so I was kidding though. I wasn't going for jury duty. I was going because I had a case, but it was traffic court. Jury duty is like, in America, when you're over 18, every once in a while you'll get called to go sit in court to hear somebody's court case, and if they're guilty or whatever, the jury has to decide, not the judge, for jury cases. Jury. Jury. Jury Dada is a country singer. What up, lamb? I'm free. I had insurance after all. It's 928. What's it say? 4.8 miles. 4.8 miles. Jury duty. Hi, my name is Jury Duty. No, I'm just a fibber. Jury duty. I know my mom's got jury duty coming up. I remember her telling me. I think it's this week also. It's so stupid that I have to drive an hour, 40 minutes to Atlanta to a courthouse when the paperwork's digital. I had to print it to show it to them when they could have, done that or contacted me. And it only took 30 seconds. I was with the prosecutor for 30 seconds. He was like, okay, yep, you had insurance. All right, we're going to go ahead and dismiss it. And I'm like, well, what about all the other bull crap? What about me getting frickin' pulled over? What about the car being towed? What about all that? But I'm not worried about it anymore. So normally I'd fight for, but luckily it wasn't a new car. I don't have a mortgage on it or anything. I mean, not a mortgage, I don't have a car note, so 3.4 miles. Case dismissed. Boom. Yeah, so that was good. It was good. Made it happen. Hit the like button, bunch of jerks. If you haven't. We got on. Unbelievable though. Unbelievable. I get pulled over and like the thing that's weird is like the police have cameras on their car that automatically, they're called license plate scanners. They scan your license plate. It says driving without insurance. They pull me over for driving without insurance. You would think, I mean, I can kind of understand that, but it's just crazy that they tow your car and everything like that without giving you the chance. The judge will decide if you have insurance or not. What do you mean? I didn't buy it through the judge. let's 1.2 miles. Just hit the dislike. Yeah, boys, let's sue them for false information and useless traveling. Is this your Tesla run? I ain't got no Tesla. This ain't a Tesla. This is a Lamborghini truck. Lamborghini truck. It's a freaking Honda. Oh, yeah. How you doing, brother? What's going on, everybody? Smack a doodle. Hit the dislike button if you don't like me. Hit the like button if you do. I appreciate it if you do. So, Lamb. We're gonna get into it tonight, Lamb. What are we gonna do? You gonna go live with me later? Yeah. What do you got planned for the day? You got a ticket to the show? Okay. Well, I'm driving right now, so I'll show it to you when I get home. It'll be about 20 minutes. I like how it drives itself, like it stays in between lanes and it stays so far from the cars in front. It's not a self-driving car, though. I can't go to sleep. Might come one. That's what I'm saying. See what you're up to. See what you're up to. 14 miles. Okay, 14 miles. Turn the camera towards the road. Yeah, oh, there's an airplane up there. Probably already there. Everybody's at work. It's my way or the highway. It's my way or the highway. Huh? You're free for the day. All right. All right. My way or the highway. Here comes a Tesla. A Tesla's about to pass me. You're going to see a Tesla come up on my left. Enemy for danger. Right there you go. On the left. There you go. Oh, yeah. Because I'm not even... The speed limit's 70 and I'm only doing 65 miles per hour. Oh. Weather is not, yeah, well, it's raining, yeah. Precipitation. Yeah, weather's bad. Well, it's not bad, it's just a little sprinkly. So the road's not very wet yet. Jeez. Middle lane home, yeah. Oh, I'll let cars pass me. Some kind of cars pass me on the right, some cars pass me on the left. As you can see, it's not very, oh, it's all lapping. There you go. And now there's a BMW about to pass me on my left. Not this one. Oh, there we go. It's automatically slowing down. There's the BMW. All right, let's see. Oh, now Cadillacs. Jeez, there's all kinds of cars out here today. I'm coming home from court. It's H-A-L-E. Yeah, I'm coming home from court. I had court at 8 a.m. That's why I had to get off early. And I had to go to bed early. Wake up early. I got pulled over a couple of months ago, I don't know, a year ago, for driving without insurance. And then instead of me sending them my insurance card and going away, I had to drive up here, print my insurance card, drive up here, show it, and they were like, okay, case dismissed. So I had to pay $15 for parking, but I didn't have to pay any fines or fees because I had insurance. What about it? I'm happy for Venezuela. I'm happy that those people get the fund. Listen, they had $17 trillion worth of oil that the people weren't allowed to benefit from. There was people starving to death and being killed. So I'm happy that Venezuela can get a new president. I mean, we won't see what happens for a couple of months, so I'm happy that the people will be free. They'll be able to elect their new leaders and stuff. I'm very happy for them. And it looks like that's about to happen to Iran, too. That's why I'm wearing the same clothes that I was yesterday, Lamb. Same clothes that I was yesterday. 7.9 miles. Spam does get a bad rap. Here's another Tesla coming up on my butt cheeks. Spam does get a bad rap, but also, dude, any meat product is basically good if it's cooked properly. But the problem is you can get so much higher quality meat products for around the same price. I mean, even a freaking quality hot dog is better for you than Spam. But Spam is absolutely, that's what I've got a bunch of it at the house. But that's like survival food. Brother Cast Blast. Banking on a car tonight. Yeah, well, so do you know what's going on with Greenland, enemy brother? What's going on with Greenland is China, Iran, and Russia have army bases there, and that's very close to the United States. So we got to decide as men, protecting our families and our women's, what do the people that live on Greenland, how do they feel about it? They seem to be very happy. Because, but we'll see. I mean, I don't want no army action. I don't want people to get hurt. But if it's better for everybody, if the people from Greenland, not the government of Greenland, if the people from Greenland want to be part of the United States, which I can understand why, we're the richest country in the world and we help a lot of people, it can only be good for them. So I'll sing. This guy is on target. There you go. Brother, I try my best, brother RH. Life is not that difficult. Life's not that difficult. It's people try to complicate it and then pay you. People try to complicate life and then they say, pay me and I'll clear everything up for you. I'll make it easier for you. That's what governments do a lot of times, especially our previous government. And yeah, so life's not that difficult. What did you do that for? What are you doing? What did you do that for? And I mean, why did you do that? What did you do that for? Hey, RH, brother, I apologize for that, man. I don't know why you did that. I don't know why you did that. Yeah, I agree, RH. I apologize for what enemy did. I don't know why. I'm hoping it was an accident. Yeah, pointless wars, exactly. And the thing is, you get people that get into positions of power, and then they abuse their power, which hurts a bunch of people. Like, look, Iran ran out of water. They live in the desert area, and they ran out of water. People are dying from thirst, and it's a super rich country. Everybody there should be doing great, and it's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. That stuff's got to stop. But listen, every ruler wants more land. Every ruler of every land wants more land. They want to be like, I expanded our country. So you have to understand that if you don't want to lose your country, you've got to stop other people from trying to expand theirs. And that's what Trump's doing. And whether you like them or not, it doesn't. If you want to benefit out of life, you've got to understand that the people in power are going to do the things that they do, and you have to decide what you want to do to make sure that your family doesn't get hurt in it. I wasted 5 years in the Middle East, lost so many friends, and lost 5 years of my life. Wow. It's too late to save England. Mega, make England great again, dude. And now the Democrats are starting blue MAGA. Because they failed so badly. Now they're talking about doing a blue MAGA thing. What's called, Democrat make America great again. We'll make it, even though we've ruined it. We're gonna try to make America great again like Trump, but we'll do it our own way. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. And it's time for people to pay for what they've done. It's time for people, listen, you can't let people get away with it. There's so many people out there acting like children. These crazy people that are driving up. What do the ICE protesters think they're going to do? Do they think they're going to pull up and say, hey, look, and they'll be like, oh, sorry, ma'am, I didn't realize it was you from TikTok. Everybody retreat. We apologize, ma'am. We apologize. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. What up, provider, brother? Bushman. Who's fighting for land and oil in 2026? Everybody is. Regardless of what's in the news, everybody is. And that's the problem. But the problem isn't the people that have the oil aren't distributing it. And listen, we own the land. We own the land. That's the country we're in. We deserve to benefit from what's here. If oil's here, it shouldn't go to cartels and stuff. Absolutely. And it shouldn't be used to fund hurting other people. So somebody with common sense has to take control of the oil. What's up, Murphy? Yeah, I agree, Murphy. The U.S. is not fighting for it. We are right. No, agreed, 100%. Now, by fighting, I don't mean killing people. I mean, like I can argue with somebody, give me fighting. Right. Starting wars for it is what I think I should have said. All right. Yeah. Nobody. Right. Nobody's dying for oil right now. No, nobody in the United States is sending our sons and daughters off to die for oil. And the thing is, and as you well know, our brother, that our special forces are a special kind of talented. We can take over the world in a week. We can send 30 men to each state, each country, and be like, you're done. You're being sent to detention. And it wouldn't be hard. It wouldn't be hard. It has always been thus. Trump, as well as say, right, exactly. Trump is finally an adult saying, listen, children, bitching about what you can and can't do with your genitalia. Enough about that. There's real world out here. Just because you're on blue sky and you think, well, yeah, and the thing is, they circumcised me with a machete. It took a couple inches off, brother Letty. This is my point. My point is, these people are acting like children. They have children mindsets. They want to play around they want to play around with whatever their ideologies are and act like children. They want to change their voices like children and do all kinds of wacky shit. An adult has to come in and say, no, it's time to grow up. It's time to grow up. You got to realize how the world works, how it's always worked, what human nature is, and you've got to stop letting people die because you think you're right. You want medical companies to say it's freaking crazy. It's crazy. All these people in the streets getting paid to protest, to look like and they don't even know what they're doing. They don't even care who they're hurting. Late stage capitalism. Yeah, we'll see. Late stage was they're idiots. A tip off? A tip off. That I think that's going to be found out. I think that they already know. I think they already know, and I think we're all going to find out really quick. Listen, I think why the Democrats hate Trump so much is because Trump was a Democrat, and I think they made him aware throughout the years what the plan was. And he's like, nah, I'm going to jump to the Republican Party, and me and my family and my countrymen are going to benefit off of the stupid shit that they were trying to do. And I think that's why they threw bullets at him. That's what I think. Steve from Blue's Clues, first did. This man is really no, it's audio. I'm looking at my GPS. 5.1 miles. It's text to speech. And it drives itself. 4.9 miles. So the thing is, you need people to guide the people that have no guidance, or are guided by people that are just I deserve. No. That's not the way it's happening anymore. .5 miles. Yes, absolutely, Lamb. Tip off. That's funny. That's funny. What do you think about it? What do you think about it, our brother? What do you think's the best way to go? What do you think's the best way to go about who? And also, I want to say this about the No Kings protests and the backwardness of everything. Would you prefer a king that's kick-ass, that's awesome, over a bunch of wackadoodles that think they can do whatever they want? Do you think that a good king is better than a bunch of poorly guided elected officials? I think a king would be better, a kick-ass king that wants to help his people. So that even the No Kings protests, I think, were absolutely stupid. And that stuff is yes. Yeah, that stuff's absolutely, yeah, it's absolutely crazy. Because it's like, okay, if you have no kings, great. But then what happens if you have another frickin' Joe Biden? What happens if you get a mob, a gang, a cartel that spends the next 10 years getting their people elected? And I'll tell you what I think. It's probably going to break up a little bit in here. I tell you what I think about the oh dang it, what's it called? The DEI. So my from what this is what I think about it. So what they wanted to do with DEI and defund the police. They knew defunding the police would fail. It's not, but why? Why would they want to defund the police? You get a whole bunch of police officers that are get fired, right, and get laid off, whatever. You institute DEI, and then when they say, "Oops, we shouldn't have defunded the police. Now we need to hire even more police." But DEI rules, we only hire who we want to hire, so then they can get their operatives into positions of enforcement, and then you've got a bunch of mobsters, gangsters in place in the government, and then you get them as sheriffs, then they get elected as officials, mayors, governors. And then it just keeps going. And then you get somebody like Biden in the White House again, who's freaking doesn't know the right side of his hand from the other. And the thing is when people have stolen power, that's why they're so arrogant, because they know they can say whatever they want and they'll still win the elections. Like, they still win elections with 18% approval ratings. It's absolutely crazy. Miles. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah. It's so I would absolutely prefer a good king over a bunch of crap artists that, and like you see people that get. This is what I think happens to elected officials. They feel like they rule us. They don't feel like they're public servants. They feel like they rule us. So they think that like they get in and they get $150,000 a year jobs, but they see how truly rich the rich people in America are because they have access to these numbers, right? But but I rule you. I'm your mayor. I'm your governor. I deserve to be richer than you because you're my blah, 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 blah. So they just do what they have to do to steal everything that they need to steal and get to where they get. Like why does Nancy Pelosi deserve to have $400 million? It's so crazy. It's so crazy. She doesn't deserve it at all. $400 million for it's absolute insanity. The average person pays $20,000 a lifetime on medical care. The average trans patient spends $1.7 million. It's follow the numbers. And if they were truly a community, they wouldn't kick out detransitioners. They would be like, wow, I'm so sorry you were going through a mental trauma at that time. Stick with the community and let us help you out. But no. Yes, I agree. I agree. Hold on one second. Yes, hold on. What's going on? All right. Hold on. Thank you. All right, let's see. It might take a second while it flips over from All right. What is a woman? All right. Sammy Miller can't even define what a woman is yet, trying to lecture us on social issues. You can even stay on one specific topic more than 5 minutes is because you're not educated enough about any of them. Your ignorance is so great. All right, tell us something, Samuel. A woman is a human female. Clearly, probably because he's never touched one. Right. So when college people are uneducated people who believe they're educated because they paid for a degree, when they start to realize that they don't know what they're talking about, they go towards personal attacks. Yeah, he doesn't know. This is very easy. And listen, if you're arguing with a fool, it only proves one thing, that there's two fools. Listen, you have to stay away from college people. College people are the dumbest people on the planet. They believe they pay. They know they've paid for something, and they believe that because they've paid for it, it's gospel, and it's absolutely not. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. They try to confuse things. They overcomplicate things like what a woman is, and they say, you're so dumb, you don't even understand. So just make sure you keep voting for us, and so we can dump millions and billions of dollars into trying to figure out what a woman is. But you don't even know what a woman is. So keep voting for me and keep giving us money so we can figure out what a woman is. Oh, come to find out we were wrong, but okay, we got all your money. Yeah, go to college, right? Go to college. I've been to college a lot, and it's stupid. It's absolutely dumb. I know more than most anybody I know. And there you go. Samuel's a wackadoodle, dude. Absolutely. You can't stay on topic long enough because you don't know what you're talking about. What degree do you have, Samuel? Gender studies? It seems like you obsess over it, Lamau. No one's asking you for money. Right, exactly. It's crazy. Richard, why do you think colleges used to be better? Because they used to teach people how to learn, not what to learn. It doesn't. It has nothing to do with intelligence. The problem is they're taught that it does. They're taught that a real man needs to be 6 foot tall with a six-figure salary. They want women to be single, and they want people to be single. So they put out things like 6 figure, 6 inches, blah, blah, at 6 foot tall. 15% of men are over 6 foot tall. That means 85% of women don't get what they want. It keeps people single. Single people are easy to manipulate, and they spend more money. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it, Samuel. It doesn't seem like it. Where'd you go? What'd you do? You went to Twitter? You went to X, Blue Sky? Where'd you go? Samuel is my queen, baby. Samuel, you didn't go to college. Right. Where do most people learn that a woman is anybody who considers himself or calls himself or identifies as a woman? Yeah, that shit's crazy. And it was a perfect scam. It was great. I worked in the movie industry for 15 years. I worked with the most liberal of the liberal. I've worked with the most conservative. I know liars when I see them. It's very easy. People, the only thing you have on the internet is what you appear to be. So people appear to be smart. Yeah, I worked on a lot. I know a lot about a lot. I'm blessed with knowledge. I was blessed with the ability to be paid to be on the internet to help people find stuff out. The problem is, this is the scam. People overcomplicate things and then ask for money to help uncomplicate your mind. That's what they do. And just follow it back. You don't understand. You've ruined the world with your car. So now we got to tax the crap out of you and teach you how to act properly because you've destroyed the world with your greenhouse gases. It's all bullshit. It's all theory. What up, Alicia girl? What up, Aaron? Amen, brother. And this is how easy it is to spot these people. if they can't do anything more than make fun of people after they say their talking point, Republican or Democrat, if they just say their talking point and then be like, well, you're dumb and you can't get no pussy. Okay, cool. You go get some while I build it. While I build, you go have sex with whatever you want to have sex with while I build. Okay, cool, dude. How's everybody doing? Helps hating what? The Dowdlist. What's up, Dowd? What up, Alicia? What up, man? All right. The world's not as complicated as people make it out to seem. Stupid people overcomplicate the world. The world is very easy. Thank you, Mr. Bell. How are you? Rich, how's this, Elisa? And this is the thing. I'll help anyone learn whatever they want to learn. I'll help uncomplicate anything you want for free. Absolutely. No problem. And we can play games at the end of the day. There's always time for recess. Yeah, absolutely. Amen, my brother. Amen. All you need, you don't need to pay for knowledge. It's absolutely free, and it always has been. It always has been, and it always will be. People beg, why can't I get free education? You can. What do you mean? You need some professor to teach you something you can't teach them, and that's the problem. They don't teach people how to learn because it's too much of a business, too much of a corporate, too much of an industry. Instant gratification has ruined most people's vision. 100%. I still have a nice head of hair. You're blessed. I did. 49 years old, brother. 49. Still got it. Keep preaching, please. I will. Absolutely. Alicia, how you doing? College is meant to overcomplicate. It's all it does. The news overcomplicates. Evil people overcomplicate things. They want to make you feel dumb. And if they can't make you feel dumb, they want to make you feel ugly. They want to make you feel not sexually attractive. You never touched a woman. Okay, cool. Okay, never have. So how's that doing? How's that? So I've never touched a woman. Next. Okay, let's go back to how anything that I say was wrong, Samuel. List something that I said that was incorrect. I've got chickens. I got no wife. I'm not going to have a wife until I've got my life, my industry, everything to the point where I want. I'm not going to spend any money or any of my time on anybody else but myself and my existing family until I'm ready to have one. You can have one. Go for it, Samuel. Get yourself a boyfriend or a girlfriend. You waste all of your time and your money, so you stay sluggish in life. I Gary, that's what I just said, Samuel. I'm going to wait till I have everything together. Okay, do you hear what I'm saying to you? I'm going to wait till I have everything together. How are they not? What about you? What do you mean? How are they not relative to me? What's up, Barstow? How are they not relative to me? And if they're not relative to me, why am I talking about them? My family, my mother, father, brother, sister. He's ironing his clothes. When are you going to have everything together, Sam? When are you going to have everything together, brother? And what I consider together and what you consider together are two different things. I've got a nice piece of property. I've got a lot of land. I've got some chickens. I've got a nice big huge piece of property, a house, and a vehicle. Nice area. I could get married right now. I have a point where I want to be. That's what I've chosen. What up, King? Make it clap. Didn't mean to hide. That's all right. You can hide them. I'm 60 and still don't have it together. Right. There ain't no problem with that. Listen, these are shaming words because people, when they can't win arguments, they have to resort to shaming. And I just want to call it out. It's time for these absolute duds to be called out for what they are. They need to be shamed for starting an argument that they can't finish. I got like 17 talking points. I got it from freaking Fox News and CNN guys. My name's Samuel.
But you don't have a family. You don't have a family, God. When you're gonna get it together? Like 60 years?
Maybe, dude. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Where are you at? Go vote. Pull your lever for frickin' Kamala. Pull your lever for Trump. Do whatever you think's right. See how that turns out for you. Yep. How's everyone doing this fine morning? He was spinning. Yeah, that's fine. The turtle. Can you throw it in a circle? What about throwing it in a circle? He has at least one lamb. That's exactly right. Dude, I'm doing great. I'm doing everything. Everything's going very well for me. Okay, all right, Sam. Look. I just want to make sure we understand each other. I don't have any sides but my own. Everything I want the best for my community and my family. That's what I want. Everything's confusing. I don't take sides. I take whatever side. I'll vote Democrat, I'll vote Republican. I have a list of what's right to me and what I feel is right for me and mine. That's the way I vote. I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican. I'm a libertarian. I lean left, I lean right on different subjects. The problem is people think they have to choose a side. Then a side gets hijacked, and then well, blue no matter who, red no matter what. But they don't represent your values anymore. This is the problem. Samuel's not hidden. Censoring people who disagree with you. I don't censor people that disagree with me. Brother, not at all. I turn people like you usually into subscribers, whether you end up that way or not. I want you to understand. I would love to learn from you, and I would love you to learn from me, and I want to learn from people in the community, and I'd like you to teach people in the community if you have something to teach. But you can't close the conversation by going to, you don't get no pussy. Okay, dude, great. Next. What about the world? Abysmal, you seem just generally good. Thank you, Abysmal. What's up, Damien? Welcome back, brother. Gold is at 4,600 an ounce. I know. Dude, silver, my silver allotment has quadrupled. I bought it at $20. It's at $79. No, nobody censor anybody. Listen, the only thing to censor is spam, repetitive boom, 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 and racial stuff. I don't want any freaking racism, and I don't want any just stuff that I got to read this stuff. And so it's like if people just go, hi, or whatever, it scrolls it off the screen. Everyone preaches. The problem is what you preach. The problem is everyone needs help. Everyone. And you've got to be able to help them. It's got to be problem specific and not to choose sides. Trump 2028, dude, that's a freaking, LeBron is better than banned. Rich, the Torah says a good man says not a good man be alone if you wait forever. That's right, sir. That's right. Absolutely. What's up, James? Loving your hair, dude. You look like a rockster. Get out of the show deal. Thank you, Sarah. He supplies contrast. Right. Do a chicken feed. Okay, I'll go. Okay. All right, give me a second, brother. Hold on, Samuel. I've got chicken crack. Wait till you see this. Please, no more Trump. I feel you, Bell. Try again. Silver 91. I haven't checked in a week, brother. Silver's at 91, man. And I'll tell you why. Okay, listen. For anybody interested, so silver, the silicon bonding of AI chips, surface to surface, to do what's called three-dimensional silicon transfer. And it doesn't matter. This is the thing. Their gold is good for bonding silicon to pins. And for surfaces, but to bond silicon to silicon so that the chips can communicate to each other, they're using silver. So the AI chips that are on mass production are driving silver up. Hey, it's the science guy. What up, Captain Kev? All right. What did I say? USA. I wasn't criticizing this host. No, thank you, San Jose. Rich is a big farm. That's what I do. So I've got. So while we're out here, let's check for some eggs. Let's check for some eggs. I think one of the biggest things that's to hurt us as a society is we stopped caring about the people closest to us and we started worrying about problems that other people can deal with. The people around the world that have problems, they've got to deal with their problems. We have our own. We've got our own. We've got our own issues to deal with. You know, and it's like we can only spread so thin. But if you wake up and it's 10 years later and you still have the same problems. Oh, look at that. Got a chicken laying an egg. Oh, there it is. Oh. Okay. All right. We'll let her finish. Ram prices, right. Yes, Belle. Yes, ram prices are through the roof. I usually get, well, now that it's cold, they slow down. Their metabolism slow down. But it's usually about one a day. I've got 8 hens. So I get usually 6 to 8 eggs a day. But lately it's been like more like 5 because it's cold here. Rammed up. I watched you growing up. Thank you, Chris, brother. And I think we all can. Listen, we've all been fed a bunch of shit for a lot of years. Anybody that wanted anything out of us just lied and lied and lied, Republican and Democrat alike. We can figure it out. We can all benefit from this, and then we can help other people. It's not as difficult as people make it seem. You just can't hurt people for the sake of hurting people. Plain and simple. That's it. It's that easy. It's that easy. And everybody, you can see the future. It's just blurry. Decide what you want to do in 5 years, and in every decision you make, does it help you get there or does it hurt you from getting there? And that's it. That's as easy as it is. Local community is a good place to start if you want to do something. You have to. Look at everything in the world, every revolution, everything. You start in your community. You start a community group. You expand to military or militia, then military, why not? Or the same thing if you want to be in office. You talk to the people around you at work, and they say, I'd vote for you, and then you start going and you expand. The thing is, they know that. The people that are in power know that. They want to make you do something opposite because they don't want any competition. They don't want any competition, and you won't be competition if you spread yourself too thin. Isolationism, yes, yeah, that's kind of rough too. Shorter light hours, days getting longer. The hens started laying more. Mine are still slowing down. Walmart shoppers being fed shit. Henry Winkler. Let's all hash out here the perspectives you have on your own opinions rather than following trend. That's the biggest problem. Okay, trends. If you're on a mission, you can't follow trends because trends start and end. You need to decide what you want to do in a year, 5 years, and the trends will just sway you from that. Trends are made to quell competition. The people that are there don't want competition, so they throw you on wild goose chases. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican either, brother. I'm a libertarian. I'm right-leaning on most issues now, but I'm left-leaning on issues also. Well, the left has changed, okay? The left used to be free speech. Now it's not. In 1994, the left was free speech, closed borders, and now they're anti-free speech and open borders. So I'm a libertarian I'm God-fearing. So let's put it that way. Thank you, Chris, brother. Thank you, Patriot. Until Pearl Harbor, many in the U.S. not right. But then after that, they see how profitable it was. So then they're like, let's get involved in everybody's everything. After World War II, America that decided that America was going to be the management class. The rest of the world can build our shit. We'll tell them how to do it. It didn't work. Some people need to be in the match factory. It's just the way it is. And you can't they have to be there because they can't handle mentally other tasks. So pay them well for it. That's what needs to be done. Rich, jumped the shark a long time ago. Yes, I retired from the movie industry last year, Dodd. And now I do YouTube full time. Yes, sir, Mustang, brother. How are you, brother? Yeah, listen. You're alone. You're alone in this world. You can't abandon everyone around you. Inclusion, diversity is important, but it's diversity of how you think. You need conversation, and debate is good. It helps people learn. The problem is colleges lately have taught people to fight for their stance rather than to find out if their stance is correct. When debate in school, when I went to high school, we had debate club, and you had to switch sides. You had to be a conservative one day, and they just gave you the sides to fight for. They taught you how to debate, not what to debate. You look like the male vegan teachers. Heck, you doing? I get that a lot. I have to agree. Isn't it cynical to say America to give all World War II was only for profit? No, because of Pearl Harbor. So I mean, we did get a bunch of our stuff blown up. He looks like a dude from American Pickers. You see that freaking have money, money, money. It's all about that. Right. So once nations like people have to be self-sufficient. We gave away the biggest thing, which was our manufacturing. We gave it away. And we made a bunch of managers very rich. But the problem is not a lot of people can manage people. So then you have a bunch of people that don't have nothing to do. So Japanese TVs. Yeah, the world is a beautiful, beautiful place. You could do a lot. I have a plot of land here. I grow food. I've got chickens, and I do YouTube full time. I stream like 12 hours a day. I make videos a couple hours a week, and it's doing very well. I seem to have a very good following. I do have a very good following, and and we also could play Minecraft. So it's like it's not just learn. Because sometimes you got to sit back and freaking you got to troll sometimes, and they fail. Right. And so here's the thing about failure and why I love it. There's degrees to these things, right? So failure, if you never fail, it's usually because you never tried. Yes, sir. We got 11 here. That's what I'm talking about. So if you never try, you'll never fail. Failure shouldn't be seen as the end of your journey. It should see as a pivot point. Okay, so I tried something and I failed. Why did I fail? Okay, let's do it again. Okay, I got a little bit further this time and I failed. Let's edit. Fail. And that's called education. But now people are told failure. You're a failure. I'm a failure. What did you even do? Did you even fail? No. Pearl Harbor sponsored by Mitsubishi. How much do you think the industrial mineral complex actually influences government decisions? Now, not much. Last year, a lot. And previous, absolutely. I think most decisions, Alicia. Aaron says, shouldn't we strive to be good people, help the needy, advance society? Yes. But you have to have a stable foundation to help from. You can't be balancing on one foot and trying to help 12 other people. You can't do that. You are the most important thing. Always. If you're not great, you can't help other people. Get great. What up, Stardozer? What up, trolling around bots? What's going on? Failure is the best teacher. 100%. My name is I Fail First. Because you have to, and the thing is, you may have a little feeling of depression or like, oh man. But the thing is, get out of it, get right back into the logic, and be like, where did I go wrong, and what can I do next? And public failure, public failure is not bad either, because often public failure has people coming to you saying, hey brother, here's where you went wrong, here's what we can do, hey blah blah blah. I did the same thing, and it's great. It's free advertising to let people know you're trying something, and people that see people trying things are willing to help them. That's how you find investors. Our schools are failing our kids. I feel these days they don't learn what they're learning. Okay, that's correct, Chris, and this is why. When we became the management class after World War II, we started the Board of Education. So we started principals for principals. So you had a whole Board of Education that was getting paid to make the administrators better. But everything got worse because how did the administrators show that they were getting better? By what tests the kids passed and at what rate they passed them. So what did they do? They only taught the kids what needed to know to pass the tests. If you don't admit to failure, you will continue. That's exactly right. People see people when you see someone successful, you don't see the path that they took. When you see someone fail, you can watch their path of success, and then you can learn from that. Parents aren't teaching their kids before they go into school. They stick a screen in front of them 100%. I was blessed as a kid. My mom stayed home with us when me, my brother, and my sister were born, and she pulled in. There was all the other parents in the neighborhood that had to work and stuff. She's like, I'll watch your kids $50 a week. So she had like 6 other kids in the neighborhood. So she was bringing in some money and watching the kids and teaching us how to draw and color. And she had all these big pieces of like cardboard that she would draw shapes on and say, which one's a triangle, which one. And she taught us this stuff like at 4 or 5 years old before even going into elementary school. Was that marriage the right thing to stick with? What? Okay, thanks, Rick. Okay, yeah. No problem, Chris. Right, yeah. So and this is the thing. They don't, the people in power don't want competition. So they want you and as parents to do the worst job possible so your kids aren't competition for their kids. Remember, they want to stay in power. They're getting rich for no reason. And they want to stay there. So everything that they tell you to do, or they have been telling you to do for the past 30 years, has been to stifle your progress. Help Americans work. Right, you have to. You have to. And you can lead by example. You can be great, and then they'll be like, we want to be like Americans. Instead, they're saying America's slavery, blah, blah, blah. How many slaves still exist in the world? How many slaves are currently in Africa? 7 million. How many are in America? None. Cool. So tell us how bad we are again. Right. But the problem is the people that want the money, like, no. Listen, here's a problem. I want to tell you, anybody that knows about reparations in the chat, let me tell you something. You'll never get reparations from the previous administrations properly. Even if they say we'll release reparations, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to start a bunch of NGOs to distribute the money, and guess where it's going to go? We accidentally gave it all to ourselves. And that's what's going to happen. The only way that will ever happen, it'll come in the form of land. It won't be cash. 30 acres and a mule, something like that will happen. And then you'll have to work on that. But people want it to be cash so it can be stolen before it gets out. Exactly, Alicia. Not just a kid, though. No. What I missed? Hold on, what I missed, Aldous. Alicia's a cool girl. Yes, she is. Lamb, you too, girl. You too, girl. Yeah, I love it. Right. And I think people are so afraid to fail, especially on the internet, because it looks so, people get so, it's like, well, what do you want to do? What do you want me to do? What do you want to do? You say, watch me. And sometimes that's motivating. I'm not afraid to fail in front of anybody. I love it. It's my favorite thing to do. Because listen, comedy is freaking awesome. When I do something stupid, the wit of the funny people to make fun of me is freaking great. I love it. I love it because I'll use that joke somewhere else. I think it's great. People are like, oh, you're making fun of me. Don't worry about it. That's now in your arsenal. If someone makes fun of you, remember it and be like, that's freaking witty. I do have a big nose. I am kind of ugly. I've got that's awesome. And now I can use jokes like that, especially when people have good jokes. I freaking love it. I love it because then you can use it. They're in your arsenal. And if you just change your mindset to thinking about how everything used against you and towards you can be used from you, it's great. And then if you find other people that are like, that's funny. I'm 49. I've heard all the jokes. When I hear a new one, that I love it. I love the internet. I love it. Bill Nye. So senior Squatch, I was Bill Nye the Science Guy for Halloween a few years ago. I have not eaten breakfast yet, Cosmic. I'll probably have some eggs. True words. Thank you, Lamb. Your attitude's awesome. Thank you, San Jose. Real men don't care about their looks, dude. Come on. Right. And they shouldn't. I mean, you shouldn't, like, be missing a freaking hunk of skull and have pus and shit coming out of it, but I agree. Take care of ours. Listen, get yourself a beautiful woman, a woman that you think is beautiful. Listen, and the most beautiful woman is the woman that will have your children. All right, so don't worry about the other bullshit. It's when you have a child with somebody, men that love their wives, that love the children that their wives give them, they don't see the stretch marks. They don't see that. They see them as tattoos of like when you get people that have like Kelvin on their forehead, shit like that. That's That's how they're seen. But other women that can't get the men they want tell other women, oh, don't let him get you pregnant, your boobs, your stretch marks. No, no, no. That's what women think. Hair's thinning out really bad, but I'm dealing with it. Cosmic. Look into oregano oil and rosemary oil. It can help start regrowing hair within a few months. You got to mix it with some other oil so it doesn't burn your scalp, like coconut or whatever. Rosemary oil and oregano oil. You'll start growing it back. Cult leaders all over the globe, bro, chill. You need to be neat and clean and not wear. Right, listen, you can't be freaking stinky and like give people infections when you have sex because you don't wash your balls. Of course, absolutely. What up, C-Con? But this is like common sense. The common sense. Okay, we're about to rub our naked body parts together. Let's not have a freaking. Right. You know what I mean? But it's not like, oh, I need freaking. Yeah, I'm not worried about any of that. Or Reagan, not Oregon, not Oregon, Oregano. Yeah, life is a lot easier. Don't hang out with people that confuse life more to you. Understand that it's easy. And when you have problems, ask for help. There's people that have already figured it out. Listen, this is a great thing about Alcoholics Anonymous. I got arrested once when I was 18, drinking underage, and so I had to go to Alcoholics Anonymous for like a month. And I talked to an alcoholic, and he said one very cool thing to me. He said, "I've already made these mistakes in life, so you don't have to." And I was like, "Brilliant! Learn from your elders." Instead, you have people that are like the same age. You have like 20-year-olds teaching 18-year-olds how to be men. It's like, bleh, bleh. I remember one morning my brother did a volcano in the kitchen when we were kids. They have it everywhere. And he blamed you. Hold on, he blamed it on. I can't read it. I remember one morning my brother did a volcano in our kitchen when we were kids, and had it everywhere. And he blamed it on. He just had to tell you that. Thank you, Chris. When you're ready, Rich, how will you go about finding a wife? Brother, I get a lot of women that talk to me all the time. You have to have a hobby and put yourself out there, and then you'll find people that are interested in what you're interested in. If you only want to have sex, then use dating apps. If you want somebody that's got common interests with you, then act in those common interests. Like if you want somebody that plays tennis, go play tennis, and you'll find somebody that, you'll start talking to people, and you'll talk about what you do and this and that. And when you're ready for kids and you start saying that, then the women that are ready for kids will be like, well, hey, I was thinking about being a mom, and you seem like you've got your stuff together. It's that easy. Dating apps suck because you don't have all the check. Those check boxes go away when you have something in common. They'll listen. A woman will be like 6 foot over, blah blah, but she'll date someone that's 5'8" if he wants to be a dad and she wants to be a mom, and he's got his life together. Trust me, all the other stuff is so you don't try. Oh well, I'm only 5'9", so I'll never get a girl because all the girls down there. No, that's just bullshit. That's girls telling other girls that so that there's not competition. There's only 15% of men that are over 6 foot. If all women want somebody over 6 foot, 85% of them don't get a man. Single women spend more money than anybody. Really real. Thank you, Damien, brother. I know a tennis menace. Yeah, where's Paul been, brother? So when it's important for you. So what's important? A good mother, God-fearing, understand that we're not here by an accident, and being an asshole to other people is not going to be tolerated. We're not just star farts that made us. So you got to be God-fearing, and you got to be motherly. You gotta be like, well, once I have my baby, I need my boob jobs, I need my after baby, I need my 3-month freaking girls trip. Yeah, that's not happening. Richard, what if I invited my boss to the chat? I'll talk to your boss. Love to see it too. Brother, yeah. Jesus loves you, Brett. Absolutely. What's up, cheese, brother? Paul is in Tenerife. I don't even know what that is. Tenerife? I thought I knew what I was talking about. Tenerife. You must have spelled it wrong. Yeah, listen, it's not hard. This is the thing. Even if you don't believe in God yet in life, you have to understand that people that do, you have to think how they think. They think that people shouldn't be hurt because we're all God's children. That's a better way to think than, well, we could just do whatever we want because it doesn't matter because everybody's just freaking evolution. No. It doesn't matter. Even if we die and there is no God, it's better to live like there is. It's better to live like there is. What up, dude? Tenderloin. I got a tenderloin. Canary Islands, Spanish Islands. Tenerife. I thought it sounded familiar. Tenerife. What's up, dude? What up, brother? Dowd. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, MZ, brother. Thank you. I try my best. They call me a vibrator. Breaded pork tenderloin sandwich sounds good. Yeah, they're good, dude. I'm a fan of pork. I'm a big fan of beef. I really like some beef, but I like some pork too. Yeah. I love God too, Jay. There's no reason not to. Top of the morning, Professor. Oh, sorry, lady. Sorry, MZ girl, my lady. MZ, my lady. MZ, my lady. Long time no see. Yes, Professor. How you been? I am, Kevin. I am. They used a meat slicer though. But yeah, I am. There's a world outside Atlanta. There is. Ostex beef stew. What's up, Mary Carey Derry? Sorry, my lady MZ. MZ, my lady. Boy. But more importantly, how's everyone else doing? Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what I should have done? Why are my teeth yellow? I think it's because they're yellow. I don't know. Probably because they're yellow. Because the electromagnetic spectrum. Very good. Just finished my morning walk with the dogs. Look up Canary Islands. I will. I'll look them up. The Canary Islands. They use nail clippers for my circumcision. Sometimes a lion moves into a pride. It wipes everything out, including the older male cubs and the children. But I suppose we evolved higher consciousness, so fine, you win. So you got a yarn. Hold on. Why you got a yarn? Yam. Oh, my nose? Dude, what do you mean? I broke this. This is custom, brother T. This is custom. I broke this thing at least 4 times, like medically guaranteed 4 times, and probably like 12 times. Skateboarding, diving, all kinds of stuff. It's my antenna to truth. Notes of grace. Have you been renewing your mind lately, brother? I renew my mind often, every day, every morning. Or tenderloin, as Alicia says. Holy shit, Bill Nye the Science Guy. What up, Jason? Welcome. E equals MC squared and shit, dude. Oh, man. Yes, notes of grace every morning. Every morning. Take 5 minutes every morning to understand where you're going, what you have planned for the day, what you have planned for the week. I don't smoke anything, brother. I mean, I did back in the day. I'm 49 now. I don't drink alcohol anymore. I can't handle the hangovers. I'm wuss. But yeah, cheese does, definitely. I do. Yeah, no, I don't smoke. And this is the thing, and I've talked to Cheese about this, I think, yesterday. Most people can't handle it. Most people can't handle it. Some people get motivated, some people do, but most people don't. A lot of people lie to themselves and say it makes them more creative. It doesn't make you more creative. But people say, I hear it makes you more creative, so I'll wait till I smoke weed to do a piece of art. So they're doing the art, and that's why they're getting more creative. But they just happen to be stoned at that time. If you said to yourself, if I take 3 deep breaths, I get more creative. So you go, okay, now let's draw. Wow, I am more creative. So that's just marketing. It's just advertising so more people will smoke weed, and then the cartels make more money. Same thing with legal marijuana. Legal marijuana makes the cartels more money because an eighth of weed was $25 back in the day, right? But so now it's legal. Now it's $70 because of the taxes and whatnot. But not from the guy you've been getting it from for the past 20 years. It's still $25. So what are you going to do? Most people are going to stay with the cartel guy. I don't actually disagree at all. What's the strongest evidence that makes you confident that this idea is true? I don't disagree. No problem. What up, Taylor? I'm the official Taylor Swift. What's the stream about? It's about life. Bro looks like a D3 professor. Just grow it yourself. No, yeah, and me and my brother used to. I got freaking 2 greenhouses right here. We used to grow in the basement in our house in Baltimore. We had it all sealed off. We had freaking carbon air filters, air recirculators, carbon air filters. Okay, so what makes me think it's true? I've been in the art, I've been in the music industry for years. I was in the movie industry for years, and I've seen everybody that like almost everyone that works professionally doesn't smoke, and they all have the same story. Yeah, we got together to do something. We all got stoned and we wrote like 3 pages and we thought it was great. But then we started having to take piss tests, so we all got together and we wrote 25 pages, and it's the greatest thing. So people are more I can call it anecdotal because there's not studies to follow, professor. But you know what I mean. But yeah, a lifetime of seeing people get stoned and use that same thing. Which state? I live in Georgia, Taylor. I live in Georgia, Mrs. Swift. I'm in a terrible state. Moderate, agreed, and this is the way I think about it. Same with alcohol. I'll drink on New Year's or congratulations on the promotion and stuff like that, no problem. But I don't need to drink because it's Wednesday. I don't need to get stoned because I woke up. It's like and I'm not anti-weed at all. Not at all. I'm anti-legal weed because it does exactly the opposite. I'm pro grow your own. If you want it, grow it. That's what I'm all about. Decriminalize it so that people can grow it. If you can't grow it, find someone local that can. And that's it. It's that easy. Not every time you feel a little depressed or your girlfriend dumped you, so you go on a freaking bender for 9 months. You twitch like you're possessed. No, I'm not possessed. I do drink a lot of coffee, though. I smoke weed. I smoke alcohol. Yeah, stay away from the alcohol, dude. I don't really like drinking. Right. That's my thing, too. And the thing is, and then you start to feel tired, and guess when you feel better? When you drink. So it makes you a forever customer. Some Blaze. I smoke weed before I run, before I go to the gym. And this is what I'm talking about. Some people, I'd say 1 in 20, will have a beneficial effect from it, but most don't. And that's what I'm saying. So Blaze, it would behoove Blaze to grow his own, right? It's free. Those who smoke every day would smoke less. Those who don't smoke probably. Yeah. All Blaze, no booze. You really look like you look really. I'm 49 years old and I feel like I'm 20 still. So I don't and I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't smoke cigarettes. I take a lot of supplements. Like in the morning when I drink coffee, I don't just drink coffee. I drink coffee. I drink creatine in my coffee. I drink a big bunch of scoop of cocoa, 100% cocoa, not some wackadoodle shit. Creatine, cocoa, collagen, and sugar. That's what I put in my coffee. A little bit of milk. But yeah, and the other thing, everything else comes from my eggs come from right there. And and it's a big difference. I don't use any bullshit fats. I have cow fat. I have tallow. I use for everything. Butter too, butter and tallow. And my butter, I don't buy the freaking Land Lakes bullshit. I got these big old bricks here from the. These big. This is the butter. The medical and scientific evidence on cannabis is pretty inconsistent. A lot of it downplays real neurological risk because there's money made selling the product, right? And how many talk to people that overeat edibles. Let's talk about psychosis. Let's talk about that. There's a lot of people. The problem is there's no regulation on anything. It's not like every edible has to be 25 milligrams. Some of them are like 1,600, and people don't know it because the last gummy they had was pretty cool. So now they eat this one and they're stuck in hell for freaking 10 hours or whatever. Absolutely on top of that, legalization may actually be contributing more. I agree. Legalization leads to more cartel sales, which means they have to get more people to sell and more people in because they have it. Look, it's supply and demand and price fixing. So the government's going to raise the prices of it. So the cartels are going to say it's still $25. I smoke for my mental health crisis. That's good. Listen, that's more medicinal. But like people, like I'm saying, if you just smoke because hey, I woke up, hey, it's Tuesday. If it's not more beneficial than not, anything, right? Anything, and anything works. I have a question for you. Yes, James.
I smoke and wonder. Weed is better than alcohol, tobacco. I agree with there too. 100% agree with that. I drink bullet coffee, coconut oil, butter, hot milk. Just add instant. Yeah, that sounds good, brother. Cocoa for flavonoids. Exactly. Absolutely. But that point, it's old news. What's old news, James? What did I miss? I don't get the medical stuff. Yeah, and like yes, no. I'm talking about you're using it medicinally. You're using it because you get a medical benefit out of it. Not you're going to use the medical stuff. Yeah. Tincture is my favorite girl's aunt. Tincture is my favorite. My girl's aunt makes for. You talking about wild lettuce? Cannabis tincture. Yeah. Yeah, wild lettuce tincture is great, freaking too. And you can go grab that out of your backyard anywhere in America, pretty much. Yeah, hot dog deep. I turn the whole thing upside down. I even know who Q is. What's up, Opoo? Yeah, THA. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and listen, that stuff's amazing too because you can dose it differently. But you got to know the problem is when you go to the store and you get a gummy, and some gummies say 100 milligrams, some of them say, and some of them like there's these squares that are 16 servings, and most people don't know that. They just grab it and they're like, "Hlump," and then they're like, Richard, can you come over? I think I'm in the wrong universe. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, I still have a blood pressure. I think I can hear my ears in your face. What are you talking about, dude? I don't know. Okay, cool. That sounds like a freaking good time. That's the problem. Cartels don't just disappear. They can still make money by undercutting the legal market. And they don't even have to undercut it. But yes, they already are. If a 20 bag of weed is $20, they have 2.2 grams, 2 grams, whatever you say, 0.2, 2/10, whatever. You understand what I'm saying? 2/10 of an ounce or 2/10 of a, whatever, 2 grams. 2 grams is $20 from the cartel, as it has been since the 1980s or before that. And so, but now the government says, okay, well, it's $20, but then there's 100% tax. There's this. So okay, that'll be $48.99. You're like, okay, screw that. I'll go to frickin' Jimmy and get my $20 for $20. And that's the thing. They know this, and they know this. Economy wasn't just invented this year. You know, they know this. They know what they're doing. But people lost flailing scared. People are lost flailing scared. Yeah, you talking about why mute me, Mr. Adams? Hold on. Why you mute me? Yeah, that's the problem. I don't think Mr. Adams did mute you, did he? But people 3.5 should be $20. Right. Back in the day, 3.5 was 25 forever for me and my brothers and sister. Jimmy's got the good shit. I wouldn't know about that sort of thing. James, I don't think there's a master manipulator. I don't think somebody's pulling the strings. I think we're all just a little lost in this little game. Listen, there may not be a master manipulator, but there's multiple manipulators, and that's the problem. There's a lot of manipulators. So while we're lost, we're looking for guidance, and if we it's a bigger chance than not that one of those manipulators, not a master manipulator, but one of the multiple manipulators will catch you. They're just throwing their hooks out. Yeah. But James, but I mean, and there are a lot of manipulators, it's like, and it's not that easy, not that difficult to tell, but when people are lost, they get desperate. People do odd things out of desperation. It's puppet string theory. There you go. All right, what time is it? All right, it's 10 o'clock, 10:13. All right, we'll go for another minute or so here. If anybody's got any questions, else hit subscribe. If you guys, when I'm on every day, usually about 12 hours a day. I started a little early today. I had court in the morning. I left my freaking paperwork in the truck. So I'll be back probably around 3 o'clock. So it'll be 5 hours from now. But who knows? I'll probably be back on after I eat. So if you guys are interested. I'm looking down the long, dreary hallway of life I leave behind. Hold on. The lonely life I leave behind. I just wish I spent less time snooping around, poking my head indoors, and more time looking at what was right in front of me. My love, brother. I feel like people who like to manipulate others often climb the ladder because they're skilled in navigation, because they're powerful for the actual work. Okay, so people that are manipulators go to people with power and say, I've got 6,000 people that will do anything I say. And they say, you're hired. That's unfortunate. This feels like you can solve. You keep trying. I'm so glad I came in your life, brother. I'm glad too, Chris. Welcome, my friend. Because there's so much more you can do in this life that means nothing, but only one thing that means anything, and I'm sure of it. It's love. 100%. It's love. It's love. 100%. And if you know that true evil exists, ultimate evil exists, then you know ultimate love has to. And you can see it if you look for it. You can find it. Absolutely. That's where it is. All right, everybody. Hugs and kisses. I'll see you guys on about, let's just say about an hour. I'll get back on around noon. Hour and a half. Well, hour and 45 minutes. All right, see you guys. Love you guys. Bye.